Freelancing is a journey. And if there's one thing that I've learned over the years is this: over-communicate, always. I've been doing freelance work for, 5 years or so now, probably more, with small jobs here and there, but it didn't really start getting serious until about 2 or 3 years ago. Let me give you the summarized version of the backstory here. My wife and I used to live in Des Moines, Iowa. I moved over there for work. I lived in the PNW for 20 years, moved over there for work, met her, got married, came back here. That's the SparkNotes version. But during that time in Des Moines, I was approached by a church that I had some mutual relationships with, and they asked me to do some video editing for them. It started out with video editing, and it was awesome. I was getting paid to do what I wanted to do outside of the job that I was already doing. During this time, I was editing video, did some graphic design work for them, and it was awesome. My wife and I moved to a couple of different places within Des Moines, and it felt like business was booming. This client ended up flying my wife and I out to West Virginia, got to meet some awesome people, had a great working relationship, and it was awesome. I can't say enough about how great the experience was. And then it all fell apart. When it came time to move back to Washington, I got incredibly busy, like really busy. When it came time to move back to Washington, life got crazy. Packing up, saying goodbye to everyone, and more packing and more packing and even more packing. I let myself get way too distracted, and in all that chaos, I didn't even communicate with the client. Now, they knew that I was moving, sure, but they didn't know what my daily life looked like, what all of it entailed working at the 9 to 5 that I was at, and then also doing freelance work and also packing up, getting ready to go move across the country. And I just didn't say anything about it. I probably would have gotten upset too if I had been working with someone and they just straight up ghosted me for a couple weeks. They didn't know my day-to-day. They didn't know how busy I was. They knew that I was moving, but they didn't see any results on their investment. Eventually, weeks went by, and understandably, they were frustrated. They didn't want to continue the relationship. And honestly, it was a great learning experience. I don't blame them at all. So if there is one good thing that I can take away from this and tell you, it's to over-communicate. Over-communicate everything, the good, the bad, and everything in between. Updates on the project, what you're dealing with the project. Maybe don't get too personal with your personal life, but it all depends on the relationship. Keeping clients in the loop makes all the difference, and I learned that the hard way. Right now, we have a perfectly fine relationship. I'm still friends with the people that hired me on Facebook, and I still follow their socials to this day, and there's no bad blood at all. It was just a matter of bad timing and them wanting to go into a different direction. But more than just what my story can tell you, I know that over-communicating and communicating in general builds trust, it sets expectations, it shows professionalism, and it saves relationships. When people who you're working with know what's happening, they find it easier to trust you. They can be sure that what you're working on together is going to get done and get done in a timely manner. And that brings us to setting expectations, where people just don't want to know what's getting done, but they want to know when it's going to get done. And I can't stress enough that setting expectations in your freelance work is something that is super important. This is how we can avoid scope creep and other different things like that, that if you spend any time in the freelancing community, you'll know a whole lot about. And I was just starting out here, so you could probably chalk it up to not being professional enough. I treated it too casually. I treated them more as friends than I would a real client. A real client. And in regards to communication, saving relationships, if I had just sent a quick note that said, hey, I'm dealing with a lot of moving logistics right now, but I haven't forgotten about you. It would have been such a great reminder to know that I haven't forgotten about the work that we've decided to do together, and I'm going to get to it as soon as I can. But that didn't happen. And at the heart of it all, freelancing isn't just about doing awesome creative work. It's about managing relationships. If you're one person doing all of it, then you get to do both creative work and manage relationships. And the best client relationships are not just built on awesome work that you're doing. They're built on trust and communication. So take it from me. Don't leave your clients guessing. Over-communicate. The good, the bad, and everything in between. You'll end up thanking yourself later.